was on the 4th of February 2004 at 5 p.m. when Con rebels attacked Abia camp, which was situated here, and killed a number of internally displaced people in this camp. And to keep the memory, it is on this monument where the names of those who were massacred have been printed. And these are 139 people. But according to information here, more than 150 people were massacred in this place. Besides the monument is a sculpture of a wailing woman, symbolizing the grief that befell this area on the day men were massacred here by rebels of the Lord's Resistance Army, LRA. Government has now constructed a technical institute here in memory of those who perished. The walls of the main hall carry the artistic impressions of the sad handwork of the rebels in Abia, which hosted one of the largest IDP camps in Lang sub-region. People young and old were chopped into pieces and their body parts cooked in pots.
The worst is Abia, where fellow human beings were boiled in the pot and then the captives were forced to eat.
Others were raped, abducted, while many were burnt inside the huts. This picture is in memory of Evaline Akullu and her mother, Mildred Akello. Their hut was set ablaze, but they survived with severe burns. Evaline, who was about 7 years old at the time, is now a student at Abia Technical Institute. She vividly remembers the incident.
Now they begin burning huts. Also, I was not knowing. I just cover myself with a blanket. Now just making the sound. Up to 7:30 in the morning, I was alone inside that house until the fire stopped on me. And then there was a soldier who came and picked me from inside our house.
She was admitted in hospital with severe burns, but there was no one to take care of her on the sick bed.
And then I been there in the hospital.
Don't mind. Like other children who survived the war and remained as orphans, she is pursuing tailoring course at this institute on government sponsorship. However, her dream is to become a teacher, but she is not sure that dream will be realized because she has no one to pay her fees after the technical institute. Local leaders say this institute has not served well the orphans whose parents perished in the LRA rebel attack on the IDP camp 14 years ago.
But the Technical Institute is also not like 100% free. They have to part with some resources.
Some of other students who are not supported by government, they are called private students. So they are paying themselves. But you'll find actually in a year there is a lot of dropout due to some family problem and financial status.
So to help orphans who cannot afford, the management of the institute has devised some ways.
There are some other students we can give them some work here, like molding bricks, then we divert to fish. Or if you have firewood at home, you go and cut, then the school go and ferry, then we compensate as a fish.
Area MP Samuel Okwil says peace now prevails, but people are still struggling with post-war trauma.
You've moved in this community and you've seen the poverty level, the trauma that people have. This is also one of the areas in my constituency where people commit a lot of suicide because the after-war impact is still in their minds.
He is now seeking government to pay more attention to places that suffered such massacres.
Homes are fully recovered. People are settled at homes. Although their level of income, the majority of them are still living below poverty level.
Abia is not the only place that suffered the impact of LRA rebel activities in Alebtong district and Lango as a region. This is Amononeno, the second place, where 59 people were killed in cold blood. And the memories are still fresh on the minds of those who witnessed this massacre. Joel Onwara, who was 18 years old, says the rebels who attacked Amononeno were 7 and it was a market day.
One of them blew the whistle. Then the other from that way also what? Blow the other side, the other three. Among them, one blow also the whistle.
And when the rebels blew the whistles, the shooting started.
Those three also begin to what? To shoot people in the market direct. Then we begin to what? To run. People begin to run, otherwise shoot, crying down.
The massacre took place on 13th October in 2003. The people also want government to construct a health center and school to boost socio-economic development. However, on the good note, there is now total peace in northern Uganda. And in the second part of our post-war recovery in northern Uganda, we shall take you to Ramo district, where people are still languishing in poverty after the war. Agnes Nandutu, NTV, Alebtong district. Afoyo matek. Afoyo ba.